Hello everyone and welcome back once again to my channel Divine Traveler, the tale behind the stone walls. On 55th day and after a long tough non-stop travel, it was time to move to Bangalore and take some rest at one of our relatives' house. 2 days rest and on 57th day we traveled to few places in Bangalore. First, the very famous BhogaNandeeswara temple and then Panchalingeshwara temple at Begur before returning to home. Our first destination, BhogaNandeeswara temple at Nandi Hills. BhogaNandeeswara temple and Arunachaleshwara temple are a twin Hindu temple complex located in Nandi village in Chikkaballapura district of Karnataka, very near to Bangalore. The temple complex actually comprises of a pair of main shrines built side by side. The north shrine is dedicated to BhogaNandeeswara, which was built early. The south shrine to Arunachaleshwara, built shortly thereafter, each consisting of a Garbhagriha, Sukhanasi and Navaranga. The temple is beautifully carved ornate one dedicated to Shiva. The construction of the temple dates back to somewhere between 9th and 10th century. The temples are notable for its large and intricately carved Sabha Mandapa, the inscriptions and artwork, much of it to Shaivism, but also significantly for Vaishnavism, Narasimha or Vishnu, Shaktism, Durga Lakshmi, and Vedic deities Surya, Agni. The temple architecture reflects a very rare Nolam Bavadi style of Dravidian architecture of Karnataka. Nolam Bavadi style of temple architecture is an influence which originated between 850 and 1000 CE. Devala Bagasi, the mother of Mahendra I of Nolamba Pallavas, came to power assisted by Iriva Nolamba, and she was a great patron of art. Starting from the construction of Nolamba Narayaneshwara temple, the style started reflecting a synthesis of regional Hindu arts. Historically, the Nandi region has inscriptions dated back to as early as 9th century. However, none of these mentioned about the temple and attributed to Nolamba dynasty ruler Nolamba Divaja and Rashtrakuta Emperor Govinda III. However, copper plate inscriptions found around 10 kilometers from Chikkaballapura refer to the wife of Bana Vidyadhara making a gift to the temple, creating an indirect reference to the temples. Remember, Banas was defeated by Mahendra I. The complex underwent restorations and additions through the Chola Empire period. The temple was under the patronage of successive notable South Indian dynasties, and they have all contributed to the form that has survived into the modern era: the Ganga dynasty, the Hoysala Empire, and the Vijayanagara Empire. The entrance to the main temple itself is through an unfinished gopuram. Within the inner compound, there are a number of smaller shrines, including Girijamba shrine, and set against the inner western wall is a shrine of Parvati in the northwest corner. The southern Arunachaleshwara shrine is thought to have been constructed by the Gangas of Talakad. The northern BhogaNandeeswara shrine is attributed to the Chola dynasty. Between these two shrines is a small shrine known as Uma Maheshwara shrine, in front of which is a marriage altar, Kalyana Mandapa, which is supported by some wonderfully ornate black pillars with relief carvings. Each of the major shrines has a large linga in the sanctum with a sculpture of Nandi in a pavilion facing the shrine. While the Arunachaleshwara temple represents the childhood stage of Lord Shiva, the BhogaNandeeswara temple represents the youth period. Additionally, the central Uma Maheshwara temple represents the third stage, which is marriage to Parvati. Standing in front of BhogaNandeeswara shrine is an intricately carved stone umbrella or chakra. This is probably the most recognizable image you will see from this temple complex and is certainly an unusual one. A doorway set in the northern wall of the main temple courtyard takes you to another smaller compound surrounded by colonnades. Here there are two structures, the Tulabhara Mandapa and Navaranga Mandapa. Distinctive yali pillars are abound here, one of the signature images that tells us that almost certainly these pavilions were built during the Vijayanagara Empire. There is a large step tank, Kalyani or Pushkarani, also known as Sringeri Tirtha, and is thought to be the mythical source of the Pinakani river, also known as Penna. According to legend, the water found here was created by the divine Nandi plunging his horn into the ground to draw out water from the divine Ganges. A short distance away from the unfinished entrance of the temple is a smaller step tank and a few minor shrines in addition to a now ruined Mahanavami Dibba, which was a platform used to celebrate festivals such as Dashera and was probably also built during Vijayanagara Empire. Near to the Mahanavami Dibba is a carved wooden chariot that has some amazing wooden sculptures engraved or carved out in it. According to historian George Mitchell, the temple architecture is a typical 9th to 10th century Nolamba construction with pilasters on the outer walls of the shrines, perforated decorative stone windows which contain figures of a dancing Shiva, south wall of the Arunachaleshwara shrine, and Durga standing on a buffalo head, north wall of BhogaNandeeswara shrine. Pyramidal and tiered towers or shikhara rise from the two major shrines. According to Mitchell, during the 16th century Vijayanagara period, a pavilion with elegant pillars was added in between the two major shrines. The pillars, crafted out of grey-green granite, have relief sculptures of attendant maidens. Mitchell feels the minor Uma Maheshwara shrine was added in between the two major shrines behind the pavilion during the post-Vijayanagara rule of the Gaudas of the Yelahanka dynasty. next destination, the Panchalingeshwara temple at Begur. The Panchalingeshwara temple complex, also spelled Nageshwara and called Naganatheshwara locally, is located in Begur, a small town within the Bangalore urban district of Karnataka. Two shrines within the temple complex, the Nageshwara Swami main deity was consecrated by rishis and temple were commissioned during the rule of Western Ganga dynasty kings Niti Marga I, also called Ereganga Niti Marga, and Ereyappa Niti Marga II, also called Ereganga Niti Marga II. The remaining shrines are considered a later day legacy of the rule of Chola dynasty, Hoysala dynasty, Vijayanagara Empire over the region. Ravana, villain in Ramayana, lost his Atma Linga in Gokarna, and while returning to Sri Lanka, he worshipped Nageshwara. The main attractions of the temple are 5 shrines of Shiva, Nandi Mandapa, west facing Surya, two-handed Ganesha, 9th century inscription, hero stones or Viragallus, Ganga and Chola architecture, Begur fort remnants. The Naganatha temple is almost 1300 years old, currently under complete renovation. It's situated around 4 km on the Begur road from Bomanahalli junction. A 9th century inscription has been found here with one of the earliest reference to Bangalore around 890 AD. Architecturally, the temple has a simple square Garbhagriha sanctum, a vestibule or antarala connecting the sanctum to the great hall Mahamandapa, which is closed, leading to an open hall or Agramandapa. The open hall has 6 unequally spaced pillars, with an image of Nandi placed on a lotus platform or Padmapitha in the outer bay. The ceiling in the closed hall or Navaranga has characteristic Western Ganga artistic touch. The 8 panel sculptures in a square grids called Ashtadikpalaka, which includes an image of 4-handed Uma Maheshwara, the god Shiva with his consort Parvati. The first 2 shrines of the Panchalingeshwara temple were built during 9th and 10th century by Ganga dynasty ruler Ereganga Niti Marga I and Ereganga Niti Marga II. Rest of the 3 shrines were built by Cholas during 11th century. Figure of pillars is believed to be that of Kotulunga Chola I. The temple is known as Panchalingeshwara temple because it has 5 lingas: Sri Nageshwara, Choleshwara, Kali Kamateshwara, Nagareshwara, and Kalaneshwara, each associated with these different aspects of life. The Navarangas or halls have sculptures of Ganesha, Sri Ramalinga, and Kala Bhairava. There is a Dakshin Kali shrine and a Navagraha Mantapa, unique feature of the shrine, the Surya Murti facing west. Historically, Begur was an important center for business and Vedic learning during the administration of the Gangas, Cholas, and subsequent dynasties. Ganga king Erayappa fought a war with Nolamba king Veera Mahendra, during which Nagattara, a Jain chieftain, lost his life fighting Mahendra's son Ayappa Deva's elephant troop. The Ganga king ultimately won and awarded Nagattara's family with an estate comprising of 12 villages, with Begur as one of the chief village. Gangas, who patronized both Hinduism and Jainism, constructed a Jain basadi as well at Begur, with Shravanappa as the main deity. After the defeat in the hands of Rajendra I of Cholas, Begur saw a gradual decline in Jain settlement with the rise of Shaivite settlements in Bangalore. The 890 inscription records the death of Buttana Shetty in the Battle of Bangalore. The inscription was found in floor of Kali Kamateshwara temple. The floor was replaced with the inscription and the hero stones were created. So, friends, with this, I come to the end of episode number 17. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. Please do like, share, and subscribe the channel. Till the next episode, do take care of yourself and bye for now.